Welcome back to Biosyn's Jurassic World. Lystrosaurus has been processed. We can clone these guys now. I think we'll just push in 100% long-lived, leaving one modification slot unfilled. It gets them from base of 3 genetics to 5. I think that seems all right to me. Get these guys cloned, get them out, and then evaluate from there what the fourth species is. I do think it'll end up being Dilo. Also, we have 2 million bucks.
You should be able to manage this next objective. As a manager myself, I have a pretty good sense about these things.
I think,
We're in the paleo curation business, sure, but people only hear
okay,
that paleo.
so I don't think
However, it's that
skittish
second
is
business
lifespan
part
loss.
that's really
Unfit,
at
I
the
think,
core.
is.
Talk about the real survival of the
But I think we'll just
fittest.
hatch these all right now, because, like, I don't think I'm that concerned if they die early here. 600k. I mean, they're not cheap, by any means. We got plenty of room in these shops. Almost to 1 star. Path capacity is bad. Did we ever actually hit 1 star? Because if we did, we could get paths. No, we've never actually hit 1 star. So we kind of need to cheese the path situation here, which we already really kind of are. No, we'll do that. That's a deliberate stylistic choice we can definitely partake in. See if that gets us anywhere. We really don't have guests sitting back here, despite the shops being here. We could try and bait them down here with something. Not sure what we could do about that. Did we just finish the contract?
You've put your
Yep.
organization skills to excellent use dealing with that job.
Well, maybe the
Reminds me
Lystros
of
will
my
get us there.
ex. She used to constantly remind me
These
to
things
be
are
more
adorable.
organized. The lesson stuck with me. She didn't.
These are all 2022 skins, if I didn't mention that. We're going to do not strictly 2022 skins. At least not for some of the dinosaurs. We'll mix it up a little bit. I like the idea of having like male and female variants of things that are similar looking. So we'll do some of that. Okay, you're unfit. Lifespan 8. Whew! 8 with long lived. Holy shit. Okay, that's really bad. I knew it was bad, but that's really bad. Okay, so here's what I think. I think the increased lifespan must be applied after the lifespan penalty. So the lifespan is like penalized to like 7, and then you get plus 1 year from lifespan maybe. Because otherwise, if the lifespan bonus was applied separately, well, I mean, okay. If they're multiplicative, it doesn't matter the order, right? I'm saying like if the lifespan was if the bonus was calculated based on base lifespan, and then base lifespan was nerfed, and then it was added on, you get more than 8 years. So that's definitely not how it works. It's like multiplicative. Multiplicative, or just it's stacked in an unfavorable order.
Individual, but if you were to tell me that you'd seen anything like
Ground
this
fiber,
before,
ground leaf.
I'm not sure I'd believe
What do
you.
we have for
This
Nasuda?
Thrapsid is
Ground leaf. So we need fiber.
Astonishingly, this species managed to survive the Permian Triassic extinction and went on to thrive as the dinosaurs began to populate the Earth. Here's hoping it can enjoy a long tenure this time around too.
Okay, just sprinkle a little bit of fiber there on that front strip, I guess. They need very little. All right, tiny little guys in the park. Can't even see them in the weeds. They are actually the tiniest little dudes ever. Which, you know, makes sense. We've mostly seen them in the Malta environment where there's not as much veg on the ground, so they don't conceal themselves as well. So you get a much better view of them than here. I do plan to basically use these guys for like a petting zoo sort of thing, because there's a petting zoo in Jurassic World, so we'll have our equivalent with some smaller creatures. It won't be a petting zoo, of course, because you can't actually build that, but it'll be a small enclosure off of the main area with some small dinos in it. Well, Lystrosaurus is not a dinosaur, but you know what I mean. Do we want to do another batch right away? Probably not, because we need to get to 1 star. 100%. Yeah, it's really path capacity that's sinking us. We really just need to like get the path capacity to work. I mean, I could just keep adding to this nonsense. I kind of like this like diamond in the middle, but we could make it straighter if we rebuilt it. Plus, probably all of this ends up just getting destroyed and rebuilt at some point. So for now, we can just do like... Well, I don't want to ruin that. What if I do one of these? One of these? You guys gonna use that path? No? Not at all? Alright. Well, I tried. I guess we should leave it there. Because it's like, it doesn't hurt. Once it's built, it doesn't hurt. Yeah, we'll connect that up. Okay. I feel like that made everything worse. Power loss. Sabotage. Ranger team 1.
We've lost power, or someone's cut it. Either way,
Have we?
without power, we can't function. The
Have we
clock
lost
can't
power?
function. Get it fixed before we have a real crisis on our hands.
Have we, though? Have we? Maybe when you only have one power station, they won't shut it down. Maybe they only shut down extra stations. I don't know. Storm power outage, that's not what it is anyway. That's just wrong. Oh, no, there it goes. Oh, it just can't be... Yeah, it's not the traditional reboot the station one. It's different. Yeah. Power usage 3348. I mean, nothing's unpowered, so it doesn't matter. Oh, unless the reboot is hidden under the repair. Maybe it is. I guess we'll just go repair it, which is kind of bad because it'll cut power to the park. Do I care? Not really. Still need more paths here too. This is... I guess we're just going to start to get real ugly about it. And just start really ramming paths in here, wherever we can kind of get them to go. Yeah, so that cuts power while that gets repaired. I mean, it fixes the outage, right? But now we're completely negative on profit. So, all right, I'm just gonna sit here and fiddle with the paths till we can get this to tick over. All right, took a little bit of work. We got there though. We got wide paths. So let's grab that, get this stuff upgraded, so we can delete all these extra paths that are just being weird and kind of taking up a lot of space. And then I probably want to get working on staff upgrades now. So I think we'll do wide paths. And then we'll stick the other dude off on staff improvements. And then it would be nice to do specialist facility. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, so we do staff improvements. We give her another point of logistics. We give somebody else a point. Then we do specialist facility. Gets us even more points. I think that's pretty good. And in the meantime, 3 million bucks. Maybe... Okay, so let's check the Lystrosaurus. Yeah, neutral. Cohabitation 36%. So we cannot do hardly anything else in this pad. We can do a few more Nasudos or Paras, but we definitely can't do Galley. Which means we'll probably do Dilo next. So we can get started on that after we do the research we're going to do. I think we'll hold here, basically. We'll work on knocking out some different research things. We can work on skins. We can work on other traits. Also, rabies vaccine. Probably good to do before we do Dilo. You know what? Let's do this now. Yeah, we'll do this. Oh, man. That's kind of shit. No. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We'll need to distribute 2 points of logistics. We'll give 1 to Rudder, and then he can do the rabies inoculation after that. For now, he'll sit. I think the geneticist can do some research, right? Because skins are, yeah, 1-4. It wouldn't be bad to get social or something here. That's a 9 and 200k. We'll work on that after the other stuff is done. For now, let's just unlock the skins. I think I want Great Sandy for Lystrosaurs, so let's do that. I think I do want to do another set of Lystrosaurs pretty soon, too. Get that out basically while we're working on maybe digging up the Dilos or whatever.
The more objectives
Amenities,
you take on,
research,
the more experience
guests.
you gain in our
Guests
chosen field of
would be
paleocuration.
good, but
This one is-
medium drinks is free, and it's not that much of a difference in money.
Good
We'll
example.
just do that. I'm kind of hoping Ramsey Cole shows up in the
As you
dialogue,
might have guessed by
because I
now,
tried
there
to
are parts of the
enable him,
dinosaurs that only a select few know.
but I don't know if it's going to
Even though
work.
you were doing well for now.
Maybe
you
we're
must
just
remain
unlucky?
out of that loop. I hope you understand.
Not sure.
And if you don't, so be it.
Okay, so wide pass is coming in. There's desert skins. Let's let that finish too. I'll do the path upgrades off screen. Why don't we do the pattern first? Oh, he needs a rest. Yeah, so you can work on that. You can rest. Then we'll do staff upgrades when they're back. And we'll just continue unlocking skins and patterns with the geneticist until they need a rest. Then I'll work on the paths. Income taxes kicked in with the paths getting fixed up. So yes. And the amenities are capped. Okay, yeah, we're actually fully meeting our guest potential for the first time in ever, basically. Is there anything we can do to improve these? If we put in 33. No, nothing makes more money. So I'm assuming that's true for all of these. Yeah, they're all basically good to go. So we'll need a second wave of amenities. Is it worth it? 80%. Probably. Probably worth it. Definitely worth it if we put out just a few more dinosaurs. Oh, and we need a hotel anyway, so yeah, it's gonna be worthwhile. Let's grab another small hotel. We sneak it in here anywhere. The answer is resoundingly no. Also a no. I'm not going to put it down there. Putting it here won't achieve anything. I guess we put it over here. And a gambit to draw more people to this side of the park. Oh, we could also put the Dilo enclosure over here, which is not bad. This is all out of range of power. Okay, so we'll get some new power in over here. I'm going to put it... Let's put it offset from the paths. That way we're not trying to meet this little T-junction. It's got its own little thing. And I'm going to put in extra paths like this, because this seems to always improve crowding on the hotel if there's like multiple exits, kind of. It's really weird. Aesthetically, I don't hate it. In terms of like tedium of having to build little extra path sections, it's kind of weird and bad, but it's fine. That's all there. I think we'll do one of these and one of these. Yeah, I think for now that'll be fine. Again, this is still a section of the park that's going to be entirely rebuilt at some stage. Probably closer to 2 stars. I don't see any reason to rebuild it when it's still like 1 pad. I think at the point where we're like building our 3rd enclosure, that's when it starts to be time to like really redesign things. Yeah. What do we got in terms of staff? We're resting the logistics guy, but our genetics person is back. You should be doing another gene mod. Sure, temperate skins, whatever. There's that. Hotels are good. I'm sure the amenities are now... They're actually better, probably because of his ability. Why don't we go ahead? I think we'll put in the new amenities, and then probably do a clutch of Lystrosaurus right away. I think I have what I need for the skin. If not, I'll do another research. So we'll get that done off screen. New contract. We're currently working on staff upgrades. Will be rest the geneticist. So ticket sales, good. Bigger family, good. These are good contracts. Can't do this immediately because this is more para, which might tip the apple cart on the Listros. I don't really want to touch that yet. Ticket sales might depend on more than Listros coming in. We might need Dilos for this. Not going to happen soon either. Expeditions we could do. We can, yeah, successfully complete a single expedition. We can pivot over to that quickly. Sabotaged fences. I'm just going to not fix these right now because... No, you know what? It was mentioned in chat, if you don't fix these, you won't get sabotaged. But you know what? I don't think that's in keeping in the spirit of the mood. No cheese. Fix it. All right. And there's our research. So, you are almost done resting. We need 9 for the upgrades. So let's do that. 6, 7, 8, and a 9. Welfare specialists can now do vaccine research alone, but we're not going to quite do that yet. We'll let this finish. So we're going to hold off on completing the expedition contract. We'll do that next. First, we're going to do specialist facility here. That way we get this done and we can do other stuff at the same time that we're doing the expedition. And I guess we do an expedition for some Dilo, because we'll put that in next. All right, dig team has sent out the... Oh, shoot, I need the pattern for this. I have a pattern in mind. So yeah, dig team was sent out. Rabies inoculation research is underway. We need the, yeah, Pulkarana pattern here is what I want. We're going to do a custom skin Listro as a counterpart to the 2022 Listro. All right, slight amount of cryptocurrency infecting our dinosaurs. We need to do the research, but the welfare person is still doing the rabies inoculation. Fossils were quite lucrative. So that completed the contract as well as the Dilophosaurus genome. We're going to hold off on processing those for a moment, though. Next job. The pattern's ready. So Great Sandy Desert Pulkarana. Let's get some Pip Resilience. Should be fine. Maybe we do 75-50. How about that? And then we do you on that task. And then the logistics person is sitting here at an 8. Yeah. We want him to be a 9. That covers a lot of things, including next tier scientist training, which is how we'll get them to be a 9. We're going to wait on that. We'll do that later. We should also upgrade the control center here. I did the staff center special facilities, which is how they're an 8. And I put the upgrade in the ranger station as well for the scanners. So yeah. Oh, how about... Oh, 1.5 for that. So we can't do that. Fences is not bad. Given the sabotages and the tornadoes and stuff, it might not be... Well, I assume the tornadoes just destroy fences point blank. I don't know. Does it matter? I mean, it's aesthetically relevant too. Let's look at dinosaurs maybe. So we could do Kentro. That's going to be in the park. So Kentro and Gallimimus could be the next thing we do after the Dilo. Or we could look at bringing in a larger carnivore of some sort. Oh, Dimetrodon's available already. That'll be in the park, of course. That's literally a Biosyn species. So is the Morose. None of those are bigger. There's Pyroraptor. Baryonyx we're going to put in the park. Maybe we'll push Barry. That might not be bad. Oh, but that's genetics, right? We can't do that with the logistics guy. I'm gonna do. It's a tough call. Gyrospheres. We will have a gyrosphere tour, but I'm not sure we need it yet. You know, that's something we can do when we're actually building the gyrosphere tour area, which kind of requires us to build our main street and our lagoon. I think all we can do here is fences. Large hotels and 9. Yeah, let's just do fences, I guess. I guess I could have done all that deliberation. Ooh, high sabotage risk.
I've always strived to be the best. That's my motto.
We're going to push it even
And
higher because we're
someone to
doing
blame when
another
you're not,
research right
huh?
here for crypto.
That's just smart planning.
Yeah, I could have done all the
Getting ahead of the
deliberation of the
problem by
research, not in the
figuring out your
video.
excuse in advance.
Well,
But with this last
do that.
objective, you
Do
can
it.
put all that aside because you
stop
did it.
sabotaging me, you sons of bitches. I know I'm Biosyn CEO, man, but like, don't I pay you guys good? Come on. Come on now. Okay, that fence is done. We're not going to do any other logistics research for now. We'll try and get the sabotage situation dealt with. Okay, med team's on the way. Let's get these guys. So, skittish, social, resilient, long-lived, docile, long-lived. These all seem fine. 600k. Sure. Do it. Okay, then we can get those special listros out. And we can do the fossil processing now, too. We might as well. Now, I think I want to do social before we hatch any dialogues. So I think we're going to probably push staff rating again. Try to get like 9 genetics and like, so they could do research by themselves, 9 logistics, so that the other guy can do research by themselves. I think that's the play. All right, here's our custom sabotage power loss. Yeah, okay. There's our custom Listrosaurus as a counterpart to the 2022. It's got a little bit different pattern, but it's pretty much the same base color, which is what I was going for. All right, I want to get a thumbnail of them while they're all together. Power outage. Yeah, why don't I'm going to get my thumbnail and go fix this. And then we'll be back when there's something else to report. Contracts. They're all it's the same contract. Popular's worth less. Maybe it's easier. Whatever. Okay, sure. We did it. Woo!
Understatement.
Is this
She's
Dominion
almost lost my
Malcolm?
life to some,
Or did he always
and to others
look like this in
I
this game?
followed. But
Because he was
when
obviously
it comes to people,
fairly old in Fallen Kingdom, so he might have been in the
I
game
trust
before
you.
Dominion.
Uh,
I mean, he was in
don't
Jurassic
make me
Park.
regret that.
Like, Goldblum had lines in this game before Dominion. I'm just wondering if he had a new set of lines for Dominion. Because there's, like, Dominion era specific lines. I'd just like to know if my editing of what allowed actors or whatever voice lines, if that edit worked. And I can't tell. Because Malcolm, I think, is supposed to be banned, but if there's a Dominion Malcolm, that wouldn't be banned. That would be allowed, so I don't know. But it should be allowed by default because it's not a Dominion map. And the only Dominion one I enabled was Ramsey Cole. I don't know. We might stumble across him at some point. If Ramsey Cole pops up, we know it worked, because that's the only way he can show up is the edit I made to the files. 46 on power is also a thing here, huh? And everybody's back, and our sabotage is a little bit lower. So you're busy. Which means, yeah, the other two can go do staff. Let's do that. Staff is in staff upgrades, not as in like Staphylococcus or something. We're just, you know, supporting our employees, giving them better rest spaces or whatever. Yeah, so I think the rest of this episode is going to be a lot of like research, laying the basic like foundation of everything we'll need going forward for the actual park build proper. And we can start to tear down and move this out. So I'll have to start planning enclosures. There's definitely a few like initial enclosures we can build in the south. So Jurassic World has a botanical garden and a golf course on the south end. I think at least the botanical garden will be turned into an exhibit. I don't know what we're going to do with the golf course yet. I think the golf course might arguably be past the south border of the map, in which case we can really just ignore it. We could also start building the Cretaceous Cruise area to the east, because the lagoon and Main Street are kind of to the west more. So that's what we could do. I think that wouldn't be bad. So if let's pause for the inbound storm. If we're starting out here as our entry point, then we'll want to have basically a loop of the park monorail going this way, a loop of the park monorail going that way, and then we can do the botanical garden basically in this corner, probably moving out the control center. And I don't know what we're going to put here. Probably it'll be a temporary holding pen for like the dilos. If I'm going to do that, maybe I should just plan to put the dilos there already. Yeah, I think that should be the plan. So we can run some path off of this. The only problem is like, how do I want to put it in here? It's really tough to decide how I want to handle this. So I think I'm gonna put the dilos over here, because I know where I want the dilos in the final park build, and it's not in the botanical garden. So I think we'll put the dilos over here, kind of in a holding area, essentially. We'll leave this pen in here. Then we'll start to build our first real pen. We'll be building the river. So we'll build the Cretaceous Cruise and the whole river segment over here on this side of the park. I think essentially, yeah, we'll essentially line with this is the north-south axis, east-west. So we'll build the river heading up here like this, kind of. And the river is going to be divided into like 2 segments, maybe 3. We'll only put the first one in for now because we can build that off of here. Then get the monorail in probably. Yeah, we put the monorail in. We have a monorail stop for the cruise. And the monorail stop will connect directly to the front part here. Not to this, but to our monorail we'll put in here somewhere. Like this temporarily. And then when we actually build it, the monorail stop for the cruise should connect to Main Street, which should connect to the entrance. So we'll have a little zigzag like this eventually. But for now, we'll do a direct connection. Which means we are going to do baryonics then. So we want to do baryonics after Dilo, because the baryonics is what we'll put in the front part of the cruise. And then the back part can be herbivores, I think. Or vice versa. But we'll definitely start with the berries. Actually, maybe I should think more about that. No, I think we'll put the berries in the front. Because if you look at the map, there's like hills on either side of the Cretaceous Cruise area. But I think the most rocky part is kind of the front part where it gets close to the to Main Street, the lagoon and everything. Because there's a little bit more of a wider area in the back where the aviary goes. We'll definitely want a little bit of wider area for our aviary because, spoiler, it's going to have cats in it, and cats takes up a bit of space. You should be able to readily assume we're going to have cats given that it's a Biosyn build. But, you know. Okay, that was just storm damage. I was like, what the fuck? Please. Yeah, we didn't get that queued up. Please go. Please, paras and everybody, don't run immediately for the hole in the fence. That'd be great. Oh, yep. Get over there. You're almost there, buddy. You're almost there, buddy. You're almost there, buddy. You're almost there, buddy. Okay. Good job. You snuck in there. You did that. You closed it out. Okay, next thing. Actually, yeah, get that and then get this. So, I'm thinking we're gonna want essentially a separate ranger team in like every node of the park we build, because these storms are gonna be bad. And when we get twisters, we do need to have like the ranger needs to be right there, right on top of it, or we're in trouble. Everybody else is back from their jobs, so let's get the shelters open and get some more research tasks dealt out here. Now that we kind of know what the plan is going forward. So, I'm gonna go ahead and rest both of you because you're both tired. And then I don't think I'm gonna do anything because there's nothing I can do. Yeah. All right. I guess we wait for them to come back. Lost OBS. Where'd you go? There you are, Ron.
Especially
Disease-free.
when you're talking about the park.
Easy pick. All right. Let's get some more research doled out. Oh, wait. Hold on. Points. Yeah, 7, 8, 9. 9. Yeah. And then we do group adaptation for social for the Dilos. Oh, which needs a point of logistics as well. I'm perfectly happy to add that. There's that one, and then we want we don't need that. Nah, that's all fine. Nothing else here, so we're looking at gyrosphere, we're looking at large hotel. 2 stars for monorail. We can switch to large hotels. That's not bad. There was something else. What else was I thinking about? I guess it might have been other research levels for other things. We'll do the hotel. Might as well get that done here. And then that leaves us with the welfare specialist, who really just doesn't have anything to do right now. That's fine. Once we get social done, we can set the Dilo embryos up and synth those. And then we can work on Berry, I guess. So we get the Dilos out and then do the Berry. Which is, yeah, 4 genetics there, then the Berry is probably 6, 9? 9, because this is 12, so these will be 9. So yeah, I think we'll get the first wave of Dilos before we do the berries at all. Like the research for the berries. So we'll let the Expedition Center just kind of sit here. We can start Dimetrodon, I guess. We can start digging up other creatures, even if we don't put them in the park right away. That's not bad. I didn't realize I extracted the fossils somehow. I kind of just forgot. 2022 Dilos. I think I plan to mix in a second skin for a bit of variety. I believe that's true. It's almost certainly true, and it's not. I'm going to make it true. Yeah, the only ones I plan to not use single skins for are ones that don't have, that are variant body plans that don't have access to multiple skins. So 2022 to start with, though. Let's make sure we at least get rid of Sickly. I think we just need 50% socials, probably fine. And then do like dice rolls maybe for good traits. Maybe lifespan on a carnivore because they tend to be short-lived. It's probably fine. That's only a 5, so we'll get those. Sabotage, offense, failure, sure. Okay, there we go. Did I click on the wrong thing? Maybe I was in the medical team. 8 eggs. It's plenty of socials. That's a lot of Dilos for not having hatchery upgrade. $2 million bucks. Yeah. All right. Oh, and they're super quick. All right. Well, let's oh, there's another one of these. I guess we'll get those out this episode. I wasn't initially planning on it, but they're super fast, so it's like Might as well. So, we finished large hotels. We can continue to work on our genetics. I think we'll... do we want to push berry, or do we want to do genetics? No, we push berry, and then we do the genetics while we're digging up the berry fossils. Yes. So, Carnotaurus, on you. Expedition team can go out and get me, like, Dimetrodon or something. Or Gallimimus. Galley might be a thing that goes in before Dimetrodon. Also Morose. Yeah, I'm thinking Galley here. Yeah, because we can build a second herbivore pen. Get started with that. It's not so bad. Do Kentrosaurus or whatever. Okay, so 20 seconds on these eggs is actually like super quick. Do we have goat feeder? Not right away. So we have to get goat feeder.
En route to pick up the asset. Asset collection request received.
I feel like we've reached an understanding.
Okay, there's
You
disease free.
understand you need to complete these missions, and I understand that you need to complete these missions. Win-win, huh?
Next. So we got Amazon, we got this, we got one pattern. I don't think this works. It's just always in sandbox for some reason. Yeah, so it's just the patterns here. Or the two skin colors in the one pattern. So we'll just keep pushing those. I don't think we need to do another wave of Dilos right now. I have a particular plan with the berries. So not every species is going to be like a male and female variant. Like here's one that looks like this, one that looks like that. Some of them we're going to mix up even more than that. 3 or 4 variants like we did with the paras. So the berry is going to be one like that where I want to do a bunch of variations of this similar like skin theme. So that's how we'll handle them, which means we're going to have to probably clone multiple clutches of single eggs, I think. So feeder. Oh no, you get goat feeder right away. It's just fish you have to research because it's like that for some dumb reason. There's that.
This dinosaur, the Dilophosaurus,
They probably should have
has an
enough
distinctive neck
forest.
frill it can expand when
Well,
it
maybe
senses
not.
danger. It's also been known to spit into the eyes of its prey.
Yeah, 'cause they
blinding it
have,
before it goes in for the kill.
Much more open space than forest right now.
Transportation underway. Asset has been delivered.
They should be fine. We'll get a good reading on these dudes, and then we'll probably wrap this episode up here.
Asset transportation in progress.
Fossils. %, Gallimimus. Do I... I highly doubt it was today, but it was 66 million years ago. Not 65, like people commonly think. That number's been adjusted. We could put 2 points of genetics into the welfare guy so we can do fossils. I think that's worth it to keep this other guy busy. If we need more welfare, I mean, these guys have points. I'm going to do it. This was not a super sweaty park build. It should be fine. So we do that. Put the welfare specialist on this. We'll send out the dig team on, I guess, Dimetrodon or Morose. You know what? Whichever one I find first. Dimetrodon's like Texas, I think, right? Yeah. Dimetrodon it is. Morose is somewhere in the western U.S. But then we have Mr. Geneticist. So keep going on gene mods. Another skin, and then we'll do the pattern after he rests. So there's that.
Asset transported.
Yeah, we're going to wait for all these Dilos to be on the ground and make sure that they're going to be content. And then we'll wrap it up. 4 species in 3 episodes, not bad. Oh, we can take a quick peek at the ratings. 100%. We'll have to check those shops, though. Restrooms, 87. That's a thing to fix. No Biosyn toilet. So, world toilet.
Asset has been transported.
That seems like the... What? That was a weird thing where the terrain got strange. Also, no narrative events have popped. I might have forgot to
I'm
enable
George
them.
Lambert, in charge of security. And I just want to remind you that the safety of our guests...
I definitely
and our
banned some, but I might have forgot to enable
Well,
them too.
That's job
Hmm.
one.
I'll have to check that out for next time. Maybe I didn't fix the issue with
When the
narratives
dinosaurs are in
popping.
the enclosures and behaving,
Well, anyway,
not my problem.
ticket sales.
Unfortunately, that's not always the case.
Dilos aren't even fully
This
landed. It
latest
should be
objective
free.
can help our work. Read up on it. Do what you can.
Okay, there's galleys completed. Don't think we have anything else for the welfare specialist to do. Except, yeah, geneticist goes on vacation. Welfare specialist hangs. The galleys, we're just going to wait.
Complete.
Is that all the Dilos? That looks like that's all the Dilos. Big old cluster of Dilos hanging out under these trees. They're in there somewhere. They're down in the soup. Okay. Yeah, their needs are pretty good. Water is the worst, but mostly because the trees are over the big waterway right now. So it doesn't really register fully. We can definitely add another clutch to this whenever we decide we want to. Where's my Ranger team? What are they doing? That's not worth it. Just get started on another one. Okay. Well, we can get this last research queued up for today. How about that? He's back. Research tab. I have to click every tab because I'm stupid. There we go. Last pattern. Boom. Okay. So that marks all the cosmetics done. 4 species in 3 episodes. Pretty good progress. Do a quick spin through the shops. Nothing weird. All right. Cool. Well, we'll call it here then. Until next time.